Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. We've got the Utah Jazz and the Knights. And so off the tip, it's Utah. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, John Stockton out there with Maravich. And there's Malone. And it's Dantley in at the small forward. For the Knights, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Boy, the quickness of Iverson. What a blur this guy is. Slithering his way through the defense and never afraid to drive it inside despite being a small guy.
Now, here is Maravich. 2 points. That one goes.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Maravich following the score by Kansas City. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Ewing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the basket by Hill.
Hill showing good strength there. I like how strong he is. Even when you knock him around a little bit, he's able to stay with his shot effectively.
Stockton outside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow.
Kansas City foul call. Allen Iverson. First personal foul. First team foul.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting for Utah. Karl Malone at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Malone, a remarkable power forward. His footwork, incredible. And that jump shot is wet.
And both free throws good for Malone.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Iverson. Banked in off the glass.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
And the jam by Karl Malone.
Boy, I love watching Stockton share the ball. He does it with such aplomb. He's unselfish and always looking for the open man.
Hill, no good.
Kansas City, not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter.
I mean, he's just making the D look foolish. stylish. I mean, that was one heck of a move to get himself the space he needed to operate.
And how about the slam to finish it off? Not too shabby either.
I got to tell you what, safe to say that was a good-looking play from start to finish.
Inside, Eaton. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And it's Iverson missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Stockton passes to Maravich. Nice shot from the wing. Maravich has got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that. Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Outside, Maravich. Pass to Dantley. Here's Eaton. He's covered by Yao. And Ewing sends it back.
Great at knowing when to time and go up for the rejection. Ewing, a superb defender.
That's tipped. Shoots from 8. It doesn't go for him.
Nice.
Some solid defense by Malone.
First personal foul, third team foul.
Utah comes into this one after the win against Philadelphia. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's 2 fouls for him this quarter. A third would be a problem.
And Kansas City making a change here. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Outside, Maravich. Shot clock at 6. Down low. And there's Karl Malone on the assist by Maravich. Malone's got 6.
Boy, the focus from Malone, impressive. Not allowing the defense to get the better of him on these difficult finishes.
John Stockton, first personal foul, first team foul.
Kansas City shooting their first free throws of this game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
For 3, Maravich. Utah the rebound. Stockton outside to the inside. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And having Eaton protecting the rim, that's about the same as building a brick wall around the basket. Just nothing gets over him. What an intimidator down low.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Utah the foul. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
For 3, Maravich. Maravich missing again.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Malone dishes to Maravich. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Malone finishing it off.
I love watching Malone just use that strength. He's so good at just kind of burrowing his way inside and then finishing above the rim.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop.
And the crowd got their jaws dropped on that one. Total disbelief.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on you.
And, you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Kansas City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Andre Kirilenko is checked in for Utah. Donovan Mitchell comes in for John Stockton. He hits both from the strike. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Get ready for the Dirt Squad.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Passes it to Dantley. Here's Eaton for 3. Maravich. He can't get that one. Maravich with the steal. Mitchell outside. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Driving in. It's good. Dantley's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
The first one falls.
And, you know, Eaton at 7'4", this guy typically overpowers defenses with his size. He's an excellent shot blocker and also rebounds pretty well.
Looking at who's out there now for Kansas City. Mutombo comes in for Patrick Ewing. And Zion Williamson subbed in for Hill. And Utah with a change here, too. Hayward's checked in. The putback, Williamson on the follow.
Carving out space with his size. Williamson instantly cashing in on the offensive glass.
Mitchell passes to Hayward. Here's Dantley. Oh, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Mitchell, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
And good defensive possession leads to Mitchell's hoop. Like all great scorers, Spida looking to get out in the open floor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For Kansas City, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. The Knights making a switch here. Anderson's checked in. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. And he makes both free throws.
Houston is a phenomenal go-to scorer. He's got a smooth stroke and a nice clip from any spot on the floor.
And here is Mitchell. Pass to Hayward. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Dantley. Shoots a 3. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. Kansas City trails by 4. Williamson kicks to Anderson. That one doesn't go. Good D by Mitchell. Here's Dantley. He's covered by Anderson. Here's Kirilenko, and it's sent back by Mutombo.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
Defended by Hayward. The jump hook. The rebound by the Jazz. To the middle. Here's Mitchell. Over Mutombo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
The Jazz have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That one is off. Carlos Boozer's checked in for Utah. He hits the second from the line.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Utah leading by 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got 7.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
For Kansas City, they have been at their finest 4 at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Good on both. Here's Mitchell. 7 points in the game. Mitchell is double. To the paint, here's Hayward. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Williamson throws it down.
Oh, that's inexcusable defense. Once Williamson buries himself inside, you know he's looking for the throwdown.
Now, here's Mitchell. Mutombo with some nice D.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Gotta love seeing Houston get space there to shoot it from deep. He is one of the best from beyond the arc.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. Now the dish to Hayward. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by Kansas City.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Houston can't get it to go. Utah leading. Feeds it to Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
Give Hayward the chance now. He's athletic. He's got bounce. He's going to finish with the big flush when he gets inside.
Here's Houston. Here's Williamson. Not going to go that time. And Utah the other way now. Goes up to the stripe. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward. And now a 6-point Utah lead. And the Knights have possession. Anderson with the ball. Now defended by Hayward. Anderson outside to the middle. Mutombo. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
And at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
For Kansas City, their last game a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Hayward against Williamson. Hayward outside. Shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Hayward's got 8 points. Here's Houston. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Utah out in front. They're up by 6. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on Utah so far? Kansas City trails by 12. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the court for the Knights, we've got Speedy. He's out there with Iverson. Yao is out there with Williamson. Now Stockton, outside Boozer. Over Yao. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Boozer's got the lead up to 12 now for the Jazz.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Mitchell outside. Back to Stockton. 6 to shoot. Here's Hayward. Offensive rebound. That shot off. Here's Williamson. Hayward grabs the board. Utah leading by 12. Here's Kirilenko. Second shot opportunity. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Stolen by Kirilenko.
Nice.
And there's the call on Yao. That's foul number 2 for him. Patrick Ewing's checked in for Kansas City. Hill comes in for Zion Williamson. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Mitchell passes to Eaton. And stolen by Iverson. D2 from Hill. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets. And there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Don't overlook the success they've had at the free throw line tonight either.
And the second free throw, good. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Stockton with it. Yao with the block. And they recover it. Bentley the pass to Kirilenko. 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Hill. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Here's Dantley. He's guarded by Ewing. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
Here's Ewing over Kirilenko, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Kansas City will retain possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile 1 block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Jazz making a change here. Malone's checked in. Here's Yao. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Maravich with it. Iverson picks him up. Offensive rebound. Dantley off with the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Malone with the block. And it's out of bounds to the Knights. They'll retain possession. And the Knights call time here.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. From deep, Iverson. And Kansas City misses again. Utah leading by 17. And here's Maravich from the arc. They get it back. That one good for 2. Malone's got 12 points here in the second half.
Boy, I tell you what, Malone, an excellent pick and roll threat and a knockdown shooter too, which makes him hard to guard.
And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
Here's Dantley. High, arcing shot, and he's able to get it back. And they get it back. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Second team
We're
foul.
still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime. Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
And both free throws good for Malone. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
Speedy the pass to Hill. Yao draws the double.
Foul. Adrian Dantley. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Iverson outside. And there's Grant Hill on the assist by Iverson. Iverson's got 4 assists in the game. Utah leading by 17. Stockton outside. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful.
Virtually impossible to top that alley-oop.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Now here's Stockton. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Eaton. 6 on the shot clock. It's Maravich on the wing. He's guarded by Hill.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
Driving inside. Rejected by Stockton, and he recovers it. And here is Iverson. Shoots over Malone. Rebounded by the Jazz. Eaton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Maravich kicks to Stockton. Fires the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Pete Maravich. Maravich has got assist number 7 for him tonight. Allen Iverson on the wing. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. We're seeing a lot of top high school players opting for the G League over college now, Craig. What's your advice to top young players on their path to the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think you just answered it. It's their path, and I don't think the same path is right for everybody. There are going to be a lot of talented young men and women who want to go to college for the experience, you know, for the environment, for the networking, right? You're going to make some of the best friends you'll ever have on a college campus. Having said that, though, some kids aren't into college, aren't into school. They want to just go and pursue their passion and their craft. And that's why I think the G League and the developmental leagues that are out there are so good for these young players.
Iverson can score with the best of them. I tell you what, a volume shooter. He does not lack confidence and lets it fly from anywhere and everywhere.
Utah leading by 22. Maravich, the pass to Eaton. Here's Dantley. To the wing right side. Here's Stockton. Again, the Jazz score.
And he's showing signs now of life after going scoreless through the half.
To the inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
They get it again. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Malone's got 8 here in the quarter.
Boy, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Count that bucket.
I like the touch from Malone inside there. I mean, one of the most accomplished scorers in the game, without a doubt.
Speedy, the pass to Yao. And another basket for Kansas City.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger.
Malone against Ewing. Malone kicks to Stockton. Shot on the wing. And it comes off the front of the rim. Here's Speedy. Ewing trying to get open. No good on the shot. Stockton with the defensive effort. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Iverson, and there's the drive. Malone with the block. Now Stockton. Malone right side. Good D by Ewing. And so Kansas City now. The try. Oh!
How about the vertical of Hill? Outstanding. And rising up and ramming it home. Yes, sir.
Utah leading by 22. Stockton with it. Pass to Eaton. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying respect the game and then respect us as human beings as well.
And Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated, right? To say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
And it's a completely new group here for Kansas City. Williamson, the pass to Davis. 1:56 left here in the fourth quarter. It's tipped. Passes it to Houston. Shot clock at 5. From deep. And they'll get another chance.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here.
There's the feed to Robinson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Love the court awareness on that one. Williams demonstrating his outstanding vision by setting up the open man.
The shot by Starks, no good.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Griffith passes to Eaton. Here's Griffith, covered by Starks. Griffith can't get it to go. And so Kansas City now. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. And that'll be his third foul so far. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work. And only to find out I was using the wrong key.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
At the line for the Knights, Charlie.
And the first one drops.
At the line for 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 49 seconds left in the game. Outside Williams. Off target from outside. The Knights on offense. A shot by Starks, no good. It's been all Jazz. Now here's Williams. Outside Robinson. Here's Boozer. Drops in the layup for 2.
Yeah, you want to see Boozer hit the boards, utilizing that big, strong body there on the offensive glass.
Ward, the pass to Davis. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Ward, good.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
shade. And I know I'm good for you, babe, like I good, babe. Good for you, like I good, babe. I can't, she a kid, babe. Since you ain't responding, I'm finishing your flag. Screaming in his mic on the store to this day. Too many, cause I'm super clean. I don't like them that be on, I want to see a thing. And I got that swag, pointed like a. Everybody watch you and God gon' watch me. He be looking up for you. I got so much good luck for leave cover me. And I'm rich now, so range robber me. All my 12 years ahead like a Doberman.
Yeah. Hear that. And then, yeah, right, I know that ain't my thing. Boy, I wear black locks, turn back blocks into black ops. Stuntin' turn into half knocks. If you get, man, it's an hour before Matlock and them show up. If you're rent late, then they padlocking your dough up. My come up was ugly, store trips, colorful money, hugging the tummy. Nothing was that Brooklyn borough is thorough over Bengals. They throw like Burrow and like you burrowed and you block again just to make all that plural. I can't believe I made it like that's supposed to be sterile. But here I am, and my words are certainly fertile. A twist of the wrist, your favorite artist turns into a mural. Y'all wearing dresses in person, stressing them Birkins, fam. I'll put a in that gown, poppin' circumstance.
I can tell you ain't from Brown that. Tell your favorite rapper that I want my sound back. On God, my can't allow that. We up in the whip and pull up where your house at. With the loud, lead them where you found that. Unannounced, get the bass, then we bounce. All front, so much cap, it's astounding. East side, run amok in your township. Back in the lab again, back on.